Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind your popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. To celebrate the pre-orders of our brand new cookbook, the Complete Pressure Cooker Cookbook, we wanted to show you some of our favourite recipes using recipe ingredients from the photo shoot in our Instant Pot. And today is another great because we're going to be showing you how to do pork ribs, a rack of them stood up in the Instant Pot. It's a brilliant recipe and so easy to create at home in your pressure cooker. But I'll tell you something, I often get asked for recipes for 1 to 2 people using the Instant Pot and not ones that feed an army, because that's the thing about the Instant Pot. Because it's known for its rice and its beans and its lentils, it often ends up making more of a portion than what you want. But with ribs in the UK, they're actually quite small. It's the portion size that they actually sell. So this recipe really does suit the Instant Pot Mini, even though you could use a 6/4 and 8/4 or do a bigger size rib. I like the idea of this one because, like I said, the ribs are so small in the UK. Let me show you just how small they are. And our American viewers, you're going to be shocked when you see how tiny our ribs actually are. So these are our ribs and they are, I'm just having a look now, they are just over half a kilo. So it's just over £1 in weight if you're doing the US. And I noticed many recipes for ribs in the US for the Instant Pot £2 minimum. So if you think these are half the size, so perfect for a smaller household. Or if you've got bigger ones, you can always cut them in half if you want to do a smaller size. So, shall we do these? Pop open your Instant Pot. Like I said, I'm using the Mini. And then we're going to start with some key ingredients and then add in the ribs. So, we're going to add in some stock. You can use any poultry stock you like. The one I've got there is just the chicken stock cube because I don't have any pork ones. And then a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then of course some sweet cider. So any cider you want you can use. It just gives it a lovely flavour. If you're alcohol free and you don't want any cider, you can swap this for the equivalent in apple juice. And of course the full recipe is also available on KitchenGadgetsClub.com as well. So just pour it all in. So now for a quick recap, we've added in some stock, we've added in some cider that you can swap for apple juice, and we've also added in some Worcestershire sauce. So that just leaves the ribs. So you might find this easy with some scissors. I think I will as well. And maybe onto a plate because they always end up with a lot of juices going on in them, don't they? But I will get into these ribs. And there you go, I'm in. Oh, don't they look lovely? So look at those ribs. So how this works for standing them up is literally winding them round and standing them up like that. And then the beauty here is you can do more than one portion. So if you wanted to do 2 packs of ribs, you can do another one there, and you could probably fit 3 of this size in an Instant Pot Mini. Remember, this is a mini, so if you're doing it in the 6/4 or an 8/4, obviously it won't take up as much room. And then I'm just going to give my hands a quick wipe and then we can get it on. So now let's get cooking them. Pop your lid on. So now press pressure cook and we're looking for half an hour. So take it up to 30 minutes. And then we're waiting for the beep so that we know it's started, or you might have to press start depending on which one you've got. And then it's on now, so we can leave it to it and we'll be back later. Now that the pressure cooker is working its magic, have I told you yet about the Complete Pressure Cooker Cookbook? It's brand new, it's on pre-order now. You can simply pre-order it by going to Amazon and searching Salmon Dome pressure cooker. And what's brilliant about it is it's got more than 120 everyday recipes in it. It's got lots of step-by-step photographs too, and it's got a lot of recipes in it that you would actually want to cook. And it's also a brilliant learning curve in understanding your Instant Pot or other brand of electric pressure cooker. So now I've told you about our book, let's get back to the food. So now it's done its 10-minute delayed release, and it's ready now for the rest of the pressure to be released. So press cancel, and then you want to move the vent from sealing to venting. And then once it's finished releasing the pressure, you can get your lid off. And did you know the lid actually fits on the side like that, and then just let's wait for the steam to disappear for a minute. Once the steam's disappeared a bit, you'll be able to see your lovely ribs. And then I recommend some tongs to be able to grab them out with, because it's going to be very hot. So just grab the tongs, grab the ribs by the tongs, pop them on a tray. And then I'm just going to put this to one side so you can see the lovely ribs. Oh, look at those beauties. Don't they look amazing? So then if you put your fork through them, you can just see how lovely and tender these ribs really are. And that's the beauty of pressure cooking ribs. It's very much like if you slow cook them, but of course much faster. So perfect for if you're fancying some ribs for your Friday or Saturday night and you just want a really quick way of doing so. But they look really boring like that, don't they? So we've got to do some barbecue sauce to go with them, haven't we? So I'm going to go with an oyster version here, but you can do whichever you want. So I'm just going to put the ribs to one side, and then we can start making our barbecue sauce. So start with some ketchup, a great way to use up some in your bottle. Then some barbecue sauce, of course. Plenty of honey. Oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? When you're trying to get the last few bits out of the honey. Teaspoon of ginger. A heaped teaspoon of garlic. And then just 2 ingredients left, your brown sugar and your oyster. So your brown sugar, heaped teaspoon. And then I love the Blue Dragon oyster sauce, but any will do. This is just really good in this recipe because it's really thick. And you're looking for 4 tablespoons of this. It's the ingredient that you add the most in, so I tend to do this one last. But any order that you want, really. So there you go. That is all your ingredients for your barbecue. So there you go. Should we give it a good mix? It's just lovely and thick, and it just tastes so good. I could have this on ribs, duck, and all sorts. So if you're looking for consistency there, it's not super thick. If you want it thicker, then I recommend adding in some extra honey. And then you just want to drizzle it all over your ribs. And then you've got a little bit spare there in case you want any more for the other side, or you can just pop it down there. And then to save your hands getting all dirty, you can just brush it on. And then they are done. So an optional extra, if you'd like them like that, you can also transfer them now to some foil in your air fryer and air fry them for 5 minutes at 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit, and then it can warm up your marinade and make them really crispy, and it'll give them more of a barbecue feel if you would like to do that. But of course it's personal choice, and that is just how easy it is to do Instant Pot ribs standing up as well, because you'll often see that and wonder how that works. And of course, don't forget to pre-order yourself a copy of the Complete Pressure Cooker Cookbook, which of course includes this recipe. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok, we're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.